Chittick's Beach is named after early settlers. Look carefully among the gooseberry bushes in the field behind you. You will find a shallow hole in the ground and the remains of a rock foundation.
Welcome to the Explore Everywhere podcast, where we explore the world through hiking trails, go and see some amazing places, and meet the people who love and protect them. This episode is brought to you by the Hiking Trails of New Brunswick 4th edition book. This book is a beautiful book. There's been past editions. As I said, this is the 4th edition. I think I have every one of them. It was the go-to book since I started hiking with the majority of the trails in the province. It has all the important trails in the province. It has, I think, 100 and I forget how many trails, quite a few trails, but it covers the whole province. I like this version better than all the past ones because in past ones they had like black and white a lot, but this one has full color pictures, glossy paper, great descriptions and maps. I have actually, this is quite a significant read, 325 pages, but I have read this from front to back like a novel, which I am a little bit obsessed more than probably most, so that's what I do. But this was a good read. All the descriptions about the different trails which I've been on, but tells a little bit of the stories about what they've experienced when they were there. Like I say, beautiful colored pictures. It's full of pictures this time. This version is so well done and beautiful. And maps. I love maps, so it shows all the different topo maps for most of the trails. So if you're going to start exploring hiking trails in New Brunswick and you like books, I would suggest that you buy one of these Hiking Trails in New Brunswick books. They're available on the ExploreEverywhereMedia.com web store, or you can get to the web store by going on the Hiking MB website and clicking on any of the store links. This episode is brought to you by the Trail Wrap. What the Trail Wrap is, it's a wide band of material that's absorbent material, and first and foremost it's used as a headband. It can be used as a face mask, which is important during the pandemic. It can be used as a scarf, a hair tie, bandana, foulard. I have no idea what that is, but I guess you can use it for that. It says all in the packaging what it can be used for. Balaclava, a beanie, Saharian, I have no idea what that is either. A pirate, a wristband, and more. So there's all kinds of different ways you can use it. What it is a quick drying material. Like I say, it's a band, but what I like most about them is that they're branded to different provincial maps. The one I'm holding is actually a map of Nova Scotia. I've got PEI maps available. I think I've got another pattern that has more trees on it and stuff. I've got Canada versions if you want to represent Canada. But they're a great little addition to your bag if you want to keep the sweat out of your eyes while you're hiking, or any of those other uses that I mentioned. So if you want to pick one of those up, you can go to the ExploreEverywhereMedia.com website, or you can go to the Hiking MB website and go to any of the store links and look for it under the other section. Welcome to episode 11 of the Explore Everywhere podcast. This week we're going to go on a hike of New River Beach in the southern part of the province. Last week, if you listen to that episode, I did a hike and stayed overnight at Sealy Beach, which is down in Fundy Trail Parkway, which is to the east of St. John. What I did was, once I hiked up out of Sealy Beach, I headed for New River Beach to meet with Vicky and a couple of the kids. I went over there because for where we live, it was a shorter drive for her with the kids for just a day, so I kind of met her halfway. But when I was leaving the Fundy Trail Parkway, I never mentioned this in the last episode, but it was a record day for them that day. I was leaving around 10 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I could just see the lineup starting. If you've seen pictures of the hour-long wait to get in the park a couple weeks ago, I was leaving there essentially when the lineups were starting, which is good news, even more so this year, because starting last fall, I'm now on the board of directors for the Fundy Trail Parkway, which has been an interesting experience to be involved, and it's a very exciting time. Now that the road's through to Sussex, hopefully COVID holds off and we can have a grand opening at some point. Can't wait to see the new lookout at Walton Glen Gorge, which I was hoping would be open that first weekend, but it hasn't been yet. Hopefully, with nothing else going on, people are getting out and truly finding that there are some really amazing spots around the province. I mean, I've been exploring it for 10 years now, trying to hike every trail, and I'm still amazed by the amazing places I'm still finding to this day. Actually, the next episode, I'll talk about a new one that I just found out about last week, and that's a Riverside in Shediac. So I'll talk about that in the next episode. So glad to see everybody getting out, enjoying the nice weather we've had since the snowstorm was over. I think it was only 3 weeks ago that there was a snowstorm, maybe a month ago now. But the weather's been really good since then. And like I say, people are getting out, enjoying nature. The staycation thing's keeping everybody in New Brunswick, so they're checking out what's in their backyard, which is always, I love it when people say, oh my God, I didn't know this was this close to my home, and this is amazing. So you'll probably hear a lot about the Fundy Trail Parkway this year, just because of all that's going on there and me being on the board of directors. I'm a little bit biased to it now. Love that area though. I still want to get to Fundy National Park. I need to get up to the Nipisqua Trail. I have big plans for the summer. It's just a matter of finding the time in my schedule to get out and do all this stuff, and COVID just makes that more complicated. So this week's hike is New River Beach, which if you've never been there, it's basically the only sandy beach on the Bay of Fundy, at least on the New Brunswick side that I know of. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's other beaches, but it's the only recreational beach where it's close to the road. A lot of people go there. At low tide, it becomes this expansive sandy beach. In the Bay of New River Beach, there's New River Island, which is out off the coast, which is a nature preserve. Love to get out there sometime, kayak out there. But the trails are a little bit around the corner from where the beach is. So we went to the beach first. It was busy, but not too busy. But there was a cold wind. We had a picnic on the grass, but then we went to the trails, which if you're at the beach at New River Beach, you leave the road and you turn right. You go down and hit an intersection, turn right again. I think you turn right another time. And you'll get down to another parking lot that's down in the, it's kind of looking across at the side of the beach is where it is. Most of the times there's somebody at the gatehouse there, so you have to pay to get into the beach and to the park itself. We paid to get into the beach side. When we went over to the trail side, we'd already paid, so it didn't matter. But there was nobody there at the kiosk that weekend. So the trails were all one way from setting up for COVID. So it's pretty narrow trails and it's pretty busy. So the trails are one way. So you stayed to the right. The first section loop is called Chiddicks Beach, which you'll hear in this episode. Vicky and Olivia, my daughter, they did an interpretive reading of the interpretive sign that's there. It talks about an old homestead that used to be on the site. There's kind of a small field and a small gravel beach. So you'll hear that in both official languages. One did it in English, one did it in French. It was fun to try and get them to do it dramatically. But beyond that, which is my favorite part of the trail, which is the Barnaby Head Trail. So there's a loop that kind of comes together at Chiddicks Beach, and then it splits off into another loop that stays along the coast, and you're overlooking New River Island. You're looking back at New River Beach. You can still see it along the coast. It's kind of a rocky, cliffy coast, but it's not high cliffs. So you get down to the beach quite a bit. There's like little gravel beaches. One of the beaches had a full teepee built out of driftwood that you could kind of sit in, so we took our pictures in that. The trail was kind of muddy. I think that was more of a time of year thing than usual. The whole trail is pretty much one long, just double boarded boardwalk, so really narrow boardwalk, because a lot of it's in wet areas. When you get out to Barnaby Head and you start to loop back around through the woods, you actually come through a big bog, which is one big boardwalk goes through the bog, and there's still sections where the boardwalk was sinking down into the water. I had my sandals on, so it wasn't too bad for me, but the Vicky and the kids had, I think, all sneakers on, or little hiking sneakers, or when they got the black mud on them, it wasn't great. But we had fun, wasn't too bad. Like I say, Barnaby Head's always beautiful. It gets more jagged, rocky, like there's all kinds of jagged rocks to explore. There's a lookout platform there that looks across. And it's that coastal scrub brush kind of, there's some dead trees that are there, makes for good pictures. Really nice spot to explore. And it was a beautiful day, a beautiful hot day. I forget how warm it got that day, but it was well up into the mid-20s, I think. So we hike back around to Chittix Beach, and then when you're leaving on the loop, the Chittix Beach loop goes back through the woods. You actually go by some pretty big cliffs. When we were there last, there was actually some big styrofoam skeletons hanging from the cliffs. I think we were there around Halloween, so they had kind of a Halloween hike for the local kids. That was quite a few years ago. But when we got back, there's a small little covered bridge right before you get back to the parking lot. And there was actually a small styrofoam skeleton inside that covered bridge when we were there. So whether that was left over from 5 years ago that we were there last, or whether that was something they do every year, I'm not sure. But if you know, leave comments and let me know. So with that, let's go on a hike of the trails at New River Beach.
Thank you. $2, please.
Visa?
Sure. Thank you. Perfect. There you are.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Like a bean.
A bean with eyes. You know, there's enough people here, isn't there?
Yeah. There's people everywhere.
Can we take your picture, you guys? Or in front of the beach or something?
Yeah, like with the water in the background.
Yeah. Not Isaac. Well, I was at the beach. The wind was cold. The sun is really nice, though. Had a bit of a picnic on the grass and then walked out on the beach a bit. But now we're gonna go hike the trails. Don't know if we're gonna do just Chittix Beach or try all the way around Barnaby Head. I guess it'll depend on what the kids and Vicky feel like. It is a beautiful day. It's crowded, but not too crowded. Not as crowded as I thought it would be here. Ha ha ha. I didn't even bring my Jeepus. Oh my god. How will I ever know? Don't worry, I got it all GPS anyways. But
Okay.
I don't think it's changed much either.
Oh, I gotta read the interpretive sign.
In a dramatic way.
In a dramatic way. Okay.
In French.
What? In French?
I'm just kidding.
I'll do French.
Olivia, do the French.
Okay.
How do you say that?
I'll probably
Chittix.
pronounce it wrong.
Chittix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know,
So this is
Chittix?
a story all about how my life got twisted, turned upside down.
No.
Okay. Chittix Beach is named after early settlers. Look carefully among the gooseberry bushes in the field behind you. You will find a shallow hole in the ground and the remains of a rock foundation. This is the site of a house built over 150 years ago. The house belonged to an Irish family called
done this
the
properly.
Chittix. I hope that's right.
Sure.
William and Alice Chittix were among the first Europeans to settle in the area. They came as refugees, escaping starvation in Ireland. In 1885, disease destroyed Ireland's main crop of the potato, leaving thousands without food. The Chittix depended on the ocean for survival. If the Chittix had dreamed of an easy life in the new land, they were bitterly disappointed. The winters were probably harsher than they could have imagined. They were isolated with no roads and few, if any, neighbors. The ocean provided them with an essential transportation route to nearby communities. For the Chittix family, traveling to Penfield meant a 3-kilometer sail or row. Alice, William, and their 6 children survived off the rich sea life in their front yard, the Bay of Fundy. They supplemented fishing with a little gardening, some livestock, and berry picking.
Nice.
The
That was
end.
great.
Bravo.
That was great.
That was very dramatic.
That was very dramatic.
Chittix?
Chittix.
Is it Chittix or Shittix?
Chittix. I'd say Chittix.
Plage Chittix. Are you starting?
Yeah.
Plage Chittix, nommé d'après les premiers colons. Regardez attentivement les grasses dans les champs en arrière de vous. Vous trouverez un trou profond dans le sol et des vestiges d'une fondation de pierre. C'est le site d'une maison qui fut construite il y a plus de 150 ans. Cette maison appartenait à une famille irlandaise, la famille Chiddick. William et Alice Chiddick furent parmi les premiers Européens à s'établir dans la région. Ils sont venus comme réfugiés. Ils fuyaient la famine qui sévissait en Irlande. En 1845, la principale culture de Irlande, la pomme de terre, fut détruite par la maladie. Des milliers d'Irlandais se trouvent dans les vivres, sans vivre. Wow.
Does it say wow?
Nope. Interesting.
Are you done? You're not doing the rest?
Do you want to read it?
C'est très intéressant.
Oui, oui. I can read it.
Yeah,
We
read
go
it.
now?
Read it.
Okay.
No, Olivia's got to finish it.
Cold.
You got to finish your work.
Okay.
Finish your work, Olivia.
Yeah, my accent isn't very
Yeah.
good though. Okay, wait, is it Chiddick or Shiddick?
Chiddick.
Chiddick, okay. Les Chiddick comptaient sur l'océan pour survivre. Si les Chiddick avaient rêvé d'une vie facile dans la nouvelle terre, ils furent grandement déçus. Les hivers étaient probablement plus rigoureux qu'ils ne les avaient imaginés. Le sol était rocheux et exposé au vent et à l'eau salée de la mer. Les Chiddick étaient isolés. Il n'y avait pas de chemin et les voisins étaient peu nombreux. L'océan leur procurait une voie de transport essentielle pour se rendre aux communautés à proximité. La famille Chiddick devait parcourir 3 km en bateau, à voile ou à rame pour se rendre à Penfield. Alice, William et leurs 6 enfants survécurent grâce à la vie marine abondante qui se trouvait avant de leur maison, soit dans la baie de Fundy. Ils vivaient de la pêche et des produits de leur protégère. Ils élevaient du bétail et cueillaient des fruits sauvages. Interesting.
C'est une demi dramatique, mais c'est très bon.
It was
Merci
hard.
beaucoup.
It was difficult to make something that I didn't really understand / wasn't that
Tu
interesting.
lire avec
Dramatic.
tes mains.
Yeah.
On the main trail.
A dog, something. I don't know what you want.
Oh, it's very squishy. Oh. Oh. No way. It's flying now.
By far, that is a cooler rock.
I like this rock. She reminds me of Transformers for some reason.
Because it's bigger.
Look at the great rocks, Olivia.
That is a nice
know.
rock pile right there.
I mean, we could take this
Yeah, why is there so many spiders on these feet?
It's called like raspberry or strawberry,
Doesn't explain the spiders.
blueberry beach.
I don't see any blueberries or
Maybe it's
strawberries.
blackberry beach. Maybe it's not that at all.
Blackberry beach?
Oh, I think somebody lives in there.
Somebody probably does.
Okay, family picture in the teepee. Well, it's a beautiful day at Burnaby Head. Uh-oh,
What?
you dropped your rocks.
I can grab onto it.
Yeah, Burnaby Head's starting right now. There you go.
No.
My new hiking MV profile picture.
When was T-posing a trend?
What the heck is T-posing?
2017? It's in the back of my mind somewhere, in my memories.
It was around the fort.
Ooh, slanted boardwalk. Nice. Tilted boardwalk.
It's so weird.
Oh yeah, right.
What? More mud?
There you go, Isaac.
You guys could have done that.
This is fun.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
There's like nowhere.
No, you're gonna get wet, so for sure.
Okay, might as well just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you alright?
Yeah.
Did you hit that stump? Did you hit that stump?
Oh, I just put my foot in complete water. Ow. Are you okay?
Oh, Vicky. That looked painful. Oh.
What?
You can tell it's wet and what's not.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that this is wet.
Can't tell the moss is wet.
Yeah, that's why I'm not stepping in the moss.
I didn't expect the moss to be super wet.
I'm sorry.
Guys, it might not look like it. It's not good.
Oh my god. Sorry, hit your road.
I was going that way and then you guys told me not to.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you wanted to go back early.
We could've, like,
I
not
don't
gone that
remember.
way, but it's your fault.
I don't remember being here before.
What?
Or checking my website earlier to see.
Well, people took a loop.
I could honestly just not wear shoes. Like, these shoes aren't even doing anything.
You could go bare feet, but I don't think it would go very well for you.
There's literally sand, mud, and water in my shoes. Awesome.
Awesome. You'll be getting the boardwalk. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that was a good splash. Right up my leg. More pitcher plants.
My bad luck today. Got hit by spiders, or gales, water, like spilled all over me. I'm having a great day.
Yeah, you sound like you're having fun.
I'm having a good day.
I'm having a good day. Dirt all over me.
I mean, mine got better when I saw you guys.
Yeah.
Are we? Where are we?
Go that way.
Now you.
No, I think we can get. I think we're back, but I think you can go at Chittick's Beach across to another loop.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Because there's no other way to go, right? Was there?
Not that I saw, but I wasn't really paying attention.
We survived. Until next time, hope to see you on the trail.